everyone. Today we are going to be multiplying whole numbers and decimals. So the way that we do this, we start off, let's just have a question. So let's say our question is 362 and we're going to multiply that by 1.4. Okay, so to do this, you want to stack your numbers. So we're going to go ahead and do 362 multiplied by 1.4. It's really important that you stack your numbers because the organization of your stacking is going to make your solution at the end a lot easier. So then we're just going to do regular good old-fashioned multiplication. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 add 2 is 14. And then we're going to move into the 10s, so we drop a 0. Let's just pretend that the decimal doesn't exist until the end. And we're going to cross that 2 off since we have already used it. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. So now we add. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. So we add a 0 here, carry our 1 up here. 3 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4, add 1 is 5. So 5, 0, 6, 8. So now we have to go back and consider this decimal. So if we take that decimal, okay, you want it literally, you could take a ruler if you wanted to, and it just goes straight down right here. Another way that you could do it, you could say, okay, well, there's 1 decimal space in, so 1 decimal space in. So this is one way that we can do it, just, you know, your good old-fashioned stacking. But if you are a fan of lattice, you can actually use lattice multiplication for this as well. And just go ahead and pretend that that decimal doesn't exist. So let's do, you know, we'll do the same thing. 362 times 1.4, okay? So we have 3 digits here by 2 digits. So our multiplication has to go 3 by 2. So a little bit wider. Okay, so we'll break it up into 3 for your 362, and then we'll break it up into 2 for the 14. So 362, forget about the decimal for right now, by 14. If you prefer lattice, you can use lattice. It doesn't matter to me which way you use because at the end of the day, in this particular assignment, I don't see your method, I just see your solution. So whichever way you choose to do it is fine by me. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 3 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 3 is 12, and then I like to just extend the lines for my solution. So this is an 8, a 6, 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10, so 0 with a 1 up here. 3 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so our answer is 5068. Okay, now let's go back at the original question. 362 times 1.4. So when you're multiplying by 1.4, think, okay, well, there's 1 decimal space. There's no decimal in this 362. There's only a decimal here in the 1.4. Since there's 1 decimal space in my multiplication, I come down here, take my imaginary decimal, move it in 1, since there's only 1 decimal space, and my answer is 506.8. Okay, so same answer. Either method works. You can choose, it's up to you. As I said, whatever way you find is easiest is good enough for me. We'll do one more question. I'll do it by stacking, but as I said, whichever way you want to do it is fine. So I'll do a smaller number. I'm going to do 5.92 and multiply that by 3. Okay? So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 9 is 27. And let me add here. Can you tell that knowing your multiplication tables makes this a lot easier? 3 times 5 is 15. Add 2 is 17. Okay. In the last question, there was just 1 decimal space, so we just moved it once. In this question, there's 2 decimal spaces, so we move it in twice. And this would be our answer, 17.76. If you have any questions or you want some more help with the assignment, just send me an email, but you should be good to go. Have a great day. Have fun with your math.